Alright guys, sorry I was out today or yesterday, and I'm going to be out today. Just want to go over some circle stuff with you today. We're going to be looking at segments and circles here. So a circle is a locus of or set of all points in a plane equidistant from a given point called the center of the circle. So if you look here, this is how you name a circle. You would say circle C because it's got C in the middle, or just draw a circle with a dot here and C. Okay, so that's what you would do right there. Most of you should know what these are, but just real quick, you should know what a radius is. It's from the center. Okay, it's a segment from the center to the edge of the circle, and we give the segment symbol above when we label these things. For example, in the picture here, CD right here is a radius, CF is a radius, CE is a radius. So just those three. A chord goes from one side of the circle to the other. AB here is a chord, okay? And there's a start and a stop to a chord, okay? So it's just a line segment. Also, DE right here is a chord. Now, I know it's a diameter, but a diameter is also a chord because it goes from one side of the circle to the other. And so, obviously, you guys should know what a diameter is. It goes from one side to the other through the center of the circle, okay? So it says DE right here is the diameter of that circle, okay? Moving on. So this says name the circle and identify a radius, okay? So if we were to do that, we look at the circle. Obviously, whatever letter's in the middle is how we name it. So P is in the middle here. So it says the circle has a center at P, so it's named circle P, or the symbol circle there with P. Okay, 3 radii are shown. Okay, so PM is one, PN is another, and PL. Okay, so it says on 3 right here. Okay, it says identify a chord and a diameter of the circle. So chord, okay, here are the chords, okay. JK is a chord, and also HG is a chord, even though it is a diameter, okay. And then it says HG goes to the center, so HG is a diameter. So if we were to look here on this picture, it says name the circle, a radius, a chord. Okay, so on your own, I really want you guys to practice that. You should be able to name those very easily. There shouldn't be no problem. Okay, anyways, give yourself about a minute or so to name these. Okay. All right. So then, if I were to name them, this would be circle X, because X is in the middle. It says name a radius, so there's a number of them, but a radius would be XV, or you could have said XT, or you could have said XU, or you could have said XZ. And remember, when you label it, I need you to have the line segment symbol over those 2 letters that you name, okay? A chord, you could have said RS as a chord. You could have said ZT as a chord. Okay. And then the diameter is the one that goes through the center, and that's ZT. Okay, and make sure you use the line segment symbols for all these. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. So it says, by definition, the distance from the center of a circle to any point on the circle is always the same. Therefore, all radii of a circle are congruent. Since the diameter D is composed of 2 radii, all diameters of a circle are also congruent. So here's just two ways to look at a radii, okay? So there's a radius formula. So if a radius is equal to the diameter over 2, okay? Or you can say 1/2 the diameter. Either way, it's the same. The diameter formula is d equals 2 times r, or r representing the radius. Okay? Okay, so if I were to ask you, what is the measurement of the diameter on the circle, and I give you QV is 8, so QV is a radius, how could I figure out the diameter? All you would have to do is take 8, multiply it by 2, and you get 16. Okay? And so if you do the guided practice here, real simple. Okay? So it says TU is the diameter is 14. What is the radius? Okay, so think about it. Should be fairly easy though and quick to get. So I would take 14, divide by 2. My radius is 7. Now if I look at 2b here, it says QT is 11. Well, if I look at QT as a radius, so 11 meters. So I want to find QU. Well, if QT is a radius and QU is a radius, they both are congruent. So all radii in a circle, in the same circle, are congruent. So QU would be 11. Okay. All right, now let's look at circumference, okay? The circumference of a circle is the distance around the circle. By definition, the ratio circumference over diameter is a rational number called pi, okay? Two formulas for circumference can be derived by using the definition, okay? So you got circumference over diameter equals pi, okay? So there's two formulas really for circumference. It's circumference equals pi d, okay, pi times the diameter, or remember diameter is 2 times the radius, so it really becomes circumference equals 2 pi r. And that's the one I usually use all the time, okay? But you could use either one, all right? So if we were to do a circumference problem, it says find the circumference of the helipad described at the left, okay? So let's see, we look at the left here, it says the world's highest tennis court doubles as the helipad of the Burj Al Arab Hotel in the United Arab Emirates. The helipad has a diameter of 79 feet and is nearly 700 feet high. All right, so important information. We don't care about how high it is, but we know that the diameter is 79 feet. So if we were to use circumference equals pi times the diameter, we would go pi times 79. So the answer would be 79 pi. Now, in this section, in circles, we're going to get used to writing in pi terms, meaning whenever you write a number, it's okay to leave it as 79 pi in this case, okay? But leave it with the pi symbol. But if you were to multiply it out on your calculator, there is a pi symbol. Here we go. It would end up being 248.19, okay? So, just for your sake, we multiplied it out, but get in the habit of leaving things in terms of pi in this section. All right, so it says find the circumference of each circle described, round to the nearest hundredth, okay? So I'm going to have you guys do that on your own real quick, okay, using the C equals 2 pi r formula, or you can use C equals pi d, depending on whether they give you the diameter or the radius. Okay. All right, another thing they might do to you here is sometimes they'll give you the circumference and ask you to find either the diameter or the radius, okay? And so in this case, it says the circumference is 106.4 millimeters, okay? So I would plug it in, C equals pi d, okay? Or you can say C equals 2 pi r, you make the choice. It doesn't matter to me. Anyway, so 106.4 equals pi d, okay? And here, if you notice, they divided both sides by pi. So 106.4 divided by pi. And now you have 33.87 equals d. Now, if you guys are struggling with what pi is, there's a button on your calculator. There is a pi button. And you would end up pressing the second key, and then you would press the pi button. Okay, it's somewhere located on there. I don't have a calculator in front of me, but you know, you need to find it. So you press the second button, and there's a pi symbol. Okay, and I'm sure someone in the class can help those people who are struggling with that. Okay, all right. So let's say I got the diameter is 33.87. I would just take half of that to find the radius. Okay. So here's a little practice right here. It says find the diameter and the radius of a circle to the nearest hundredth if the circumference of the circle is 77.8 centimeters. So go ahead and practice that real quick. Shouldn't take you too much time. All right, and that's it. What I want you to do is now work on the worksheet that goes with this. Shouldn't take you more than 10 to 15 minutes. Should be finished by the end of class, and make sure you turn it into your sub. All right, thanks guys. Bye.